now I'm going to sound like a Rolex supporter. I think that is what their marketing does well. I will never deny that Rolex is the ultimate marketer. They're better than Patek. They're better than AP at marketing. They're better than a lot of other brands outside of just watches at marketing. I believe that most people that are into watches buy this to say, I've got Grand Seiko.
But really what they mean is they've watched one too many Teddy Bellazar videos.
That's why so many watch enthusiasts love Grand Seiko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Teddy influence.
I agree. I do agree.
You've been persuaded. Welcome to another episode of Between the Lugs. I'm Jason.
And I'm Felix.
Today we're going to be breaking down whether or not different watch brands are overhyped or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm excited. There's many on this list.
Yeah, we have a few on this list. I think some that are obvious and maybe a couple that might not be obvious. Then we'll also be answering some questions from our Patreon members. We'll get into that. And before we do all of that, we'll do a wrist check.
Sure.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm wearing a Pauline watch. It comes with this beautiful gold dial and blue hands, a blue strap, or this mesh bracelet. Kind of like on this mesh bracelet. A little bit better for what I'm wearing today. Beautiful, kind of funky, creative looking watch. And
I love the way the numerals pop off the...
Yeah.
It's a brushed gold or yellowish dial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like
it's fun, right? Looks
cool.
cool.
It's cool. It's a fun little funky watch. Yeah. What about you?
I'm wearing the Nectard. They started, I think, on Kickstarter, and so it's an asymmetrical case. I love the sub-second dial, and I like just the whole architecture of it. It's a stepped bezel, asymmetrical, like I said, and I really like the small, smushed crown. I know there's a name for it, can't think of it right now, but it's a more elegant looking crown. It's a pretty versatile piece, funky, fun. I really like it. Yeah,
it's different, and it's like art on the wrist. You know, I think most artists gravitate towards a watch like this, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what about questions? Do we have questions?
Yeah, so if we head over to our Patreon, we'll ask questions. No, we don't ask questions. If you head over to our Patreon...
Felix might ask questions.
You'll ask questions every month.
What the fuck are you doing, motherfucker?
That's actually Jason. That's how he types when he responds to YouTube comments. Every month on Patreon, you are given the opportunity to ask us questions. So please hop on over there and send us questions. Ask us literally anything. We have
what color are Felix's underwear?
Rose pink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on Tuesday nights.
You love black so much. I just assumed they were
it's
standard black
everyone
undies.
In the external, it's like, buy me a couple drinks, and then we'll go back to your house, and then now you know.
And then it's rose pink.
It's rose pink. It's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting this. Anyways, Patreon. Patreon questions. First question that we have is from our boy Philip Dade. He asks, how much time is enough to hold on to an allocated watch before selling it and getting in trouble?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good question.
I know.
I'll let you answer that. It's more of your experience.
So what's funny is Philip and I have actually had this conversation. You were involved in it too when we had our one-on-one because he's a top-tier Patreon Connoisseur Club member. But, yeah, I think really a year is the soonest that you should get rid of it, and probably 2 years to hold on to it if you want to be like super safe. Mm-hmm. Meaning you are intentionally trying to build a relationship with a boutique and or AD. Mm-hmm. So if you're into a brand and you don't want to necessarily get blacklisted or they have hesitation on selling you another piece, I would say at least hold on to it for a year and probably 2 years to be safe.
Good question, Philip. Chad Smith asks, what are the best Microbrands in your opinion? I'll give you my top three. So number one right now for me, Studio Underdog, killing the game. And I'm going to... I put them at number one, not in a ranking of they're the best of the best, because I really don't think that they are. But for a fun, funky watch that you don't really see on the wrist, and really cool story, really cool come up, they're literally the underdogs of the Microbrand world, almost in a way. I think they're doing a good job. you know what? I'll let you do one, and I'll do one after you.
Serica. That brand, for whatever reason, I look at their watches. I am not a buyer of Microbrands per se. It's not that I don't ever, but I look at them on almost a daily basis.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably going to pull the trigger on something. They have more than one watch over there that I like.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of theirs.
This one's going to be shocking if you've seen other videos, but I've come around to enjoy them now. Christopher Ward watches, I think, are best value and best fuck you watch for the industry. And I think the things that they are doing right now are pretty
They are
astounding.
hanging birds out to everybody right now, aren't they?
They're not afraid.
I mean, they're just like, man, fuck you. You want to charge $40,000 for this watch? How about $5,000?
Yeah, I know. It's pretty insane, and they're making consumers, feel like, oh, there's a brand that cares about us, who wants to give us good value without the crazy price tag. So it's kind of nice, especially for your more not entry-level consumer, but maybe someone who is into watches but can't afford those high, crazy complications yet. But then you have a brand, Christopher Ward, and you're like, here you go,
Yeah.
here's something for you.
They've got a couple of pieces that I might be interested in one day. Who knows?
All right, well, last question from Mr. Raymond Freeman.
Uh-oh.
Big fan of the
All
show.
right, dog.
Do you ever get tired of watches? Or do you get tired of seeing mostly mainstream brands and models? That's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
I'll let you lead it.
I definitely get tired of seeing the same watches over and over again on social. I mean, bro, if it's not a Rolex or a certain Patek model or certain AP model, then it hardly ever gets any love.
Yeah.
Some people, we do a good job of curating who we follow. So I think our feed has gotten better lately.
Sure.
But if you're just a person and you're kind of following a few people here and there, most likely your feed's just filled with Rolex.
Yeah.
And but I definitely get fatigued over seeing the same watches and the same brands. And where we live here in Pensacola, Florida, unfortunately, there's not a lot that you can experience outside of some of the big brands anyways. So yeah, I get tired of that, but I make myself go and explore and go down rabbit holes. So that's the way I get around it.
Yeah, and I think it's like any hobby really that you're into is if there's nothing exciting on the horizon that you can look forward to, you're gonna be desensitized, it's gonna be boring, it's not anything fun. It's the same watch that comes out every year, and I've hit that a little bit, but then immediately I'll find another brand or another new watch that's doing something really cool and really unique and iconic that no other brand wants to touch.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of cool about the earlier question is you get to see micro brands kind of go out the way.
So we're done with questions?
Yeah, no more questions.
Okay.
Hopefully we answered all your pressing and dying questions well, and if not, then head over to Patreon and ask us more.
Yeah, absolutely. Please. Do you want to get into how we're going to grade these?
Yeah, go ahead and explain.
Yeah, just real quick, briefly, we have 5 categories of grading, and we'll grade 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 being the opposite of the category, 5 being the strongest of the category, right? So for instance, number 1, marketing mechanics, like heavy celebrity influencer marketing. Branding overshadows the movement discussion. Style first, substance second, right? Okay, so if you graded a 5, you would be saying, dude, this is heavily branded with influencers and it's definitely style first.
Yeah.
A 1 would be, I completely disagree with that statement.
Okay.
And then in between. Number 2, outdated or repetitive design. Same case, style used across generations, no bold design evolution or experimentation. Feels stuck in the past or trend chasing, I guess, but definitely in a repetitive way. Number 3, pricing not justified by the specs. So premium price for a quartz movement or outsourced movements. Inconsistent finishing or material, but a high MSRP. Better alternatives available at a lower price point. Okay. Number 4, overdependence on legacy or as a status symbol. So resale value is greater than the craftsmanship for most buyers. Right. So like for whatever reason, this watch is hot and it's demanding a high price, but it's not, there's not a lot of craftsmanship put into it, right? Worn for prestige rather than passion, a safe choice that appeals to non-enthusiasts. That's number 4. Finally, number 5, community backlash or memification. So frequently mentioned on Reddit and bashed on Reddit, YouTube or IG memes and things like that. Polarizing opinions with few middle ground. So you're either here or here, or the online persona influences brand perception more than the watches. All right, so that's how we are going to grade these bad boys. Do we want to get into the first? Is this watch overhyped or not?
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1,
Mr. Panerai.
Yes.
As mentioned before. So let's talk through marketing.
Yeah.
What did you put?
I put 2.
Okay, I put 3.
Okay, what do you think about their marketing?
I feel like they're pretty neutral. 3 for me. I would have put 2.5 if I could have.
Yeah, very. Like, I don't see them pushing. I'm not saying that celebrities don't naturally wear them.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're throwing a bunch of money at celebrities like some of the other brands we're going to talk about. So I definitely made it low on my number.
Okay, cool. Number 2, design. I put 5.
I'm a big 5 guy.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
even on that.
I mean, listen, it is, with or without the crown guard, it's pretty much the same watch over and over again.
Yeah.
And that is a big problem for Panerai.
Nothing new. Please make something fun. Okay, fair. Pricing.
Yes, pricing, I put a 3.
Okay, that's
Kind
fair.
of very middle. I don't necessarily think they are overpriced.
Okay.
Of course, the secondary market says something different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it from a lens of, okay, well, how are they positioned compared to other brands?
Sure.
And listen, man, I mean, they've got a great movement. They've got a robust case. There is definitely craftsmanship that goes into a Panerai watch. They are unique. It's a double-edged sword for them, but they are unique. And I think for what you get, their pricing is pretty fair.
Okay, I put 4, and my reasoning's similar, except part of my other reasoning is this is considered entry luxury, and other entry luxury brands offer more at the same price. So
I don't disagree.
I would look at other brands before I would even touch Panerai, aside from the whole bigger watch thing, just like what the watch has, movements, what's unique, what's a cool complication. Panerai doesn't really give me a lot, and their price is still the same as a Omega or Tudor that gives me more of a watch and looks better. So that's why I put my pricing at 4.
Let's go status.
Status is 3 for me. What's yours?
So when you say status is 3, you believe that it's worn for prestige rather than passion kind of thing?
Yeah, I think more people who, and this was harder for me, I almost put a 2, but the reason why is I think more people who wear a Panerai or the
They
older
want you to
generation
know.
that like, oh, I have a Panerai on, not necessarily because I love the brand. You know?
Okay, so I didn't do my my status was 2, and a lot for the same reasons that you're talking about. I feel like they've fallen out of favor. So I don't know that you're wearing it necessarily for status
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So I put it low. I think, and the resale value is greater than craftsmanship. No, I mean, it's definitely not greater. In fact, it's probably undervalued on the secondary. So I put a 2. What about you on number 5?
All right, number 5, I put 5. I think they're mean the hell out of, and everyone has a starking opinion on Panerai and humongous watches.
Yeah. Compared to some other brands, I put a 4.
Okay,
Because
fair.
I'm kind of reserving the 5 for maybe somebody else, or maybe a couple of somebody
Sure.
else's. But they are definitely highly debated and made fun of, and definitely you either like them or you hate them.
Yeah.
So I put a 4. So my total was 16. Your total was 20.
20.
What is some of the issues with Panerai? Right, is their repetitive design language, and I think that people are fatigued over really oversized watches, and so that's come out of favor.
Yeah.
You know, why it's not overhyped. I would say they've got some great in-house calibers. The craftsmanship is really strong.
Great history.
And then they do have a few models that have some pretty good resale value still and are highly sought after, but it's just not a lot.
And I would always say if I saw a Panerai on the wrist over, honestly, a Rolex or Omega that's very mainstream, I would more likely have a conversation.
I know, that's why I kind of feel like they're going to get screwed maybe at the end here.
Maybe, yeah. You know,
Because I agree with what you're saying exactly. Dude, you walk in, and there's nothing wrong with wearing a Rolex, guys. Nothing wrong. I have a Rolex. But when I'm just in a room of people I don't know at all, and I see somebody wearing a Panerai over a Rolex, it intrigues me.
yeah, for sure.
If you're wearing the Rolex, unless it's a rainbow Daytona or something that's out there, it's not going to intrigue me.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So you know what? This is not against the rules. I think I'm going to switch my meme to 4 because I agree with your sentiment of there are other ones that are very highly memed, and I think that might fix
It would fix
this problem a little bit.
It will fix the problem.
So I'm at 19 now.
19 and I'm at 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Sweet. We'll move on to the next brand. I think this will be shocking.
The next brand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's roll into it.
We have Cartier, known for its luxury jewelry appeal, but also iconic history legacy of watches. Take Cartier, Santos, Dumont. There's a lot to say about this brand.
Yeah. Yeah. The critiques are they're often just they're just a fashion watch.
Yeah.
That's what some of the really guys that are into mechanical watches.
Yeah, this
is like, man. Yeah. So that's the biggest critique, and also that there's a lot of quartz movements.
Yeah, many. Okay,
All right, let's go. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Well, we differ on some things here, so I'm interested to get into this. Marketing, I'm at 4.
I'm at 4 as well.
I probably could have put 5. I was really in between it.
Yeah.
Because they are very high marketable brands. Celebrities wear them all the time. They don't give a fuck about watches.
Yeah. Style first.
Yeah, they're very style first, known as a jewelry brand, of course.
Yeah.
But there's still a little bit of that watch aficionado involved heritage and legacy that I just can't put them at 5. Like, oh, that's.
On design, I was a 3.
Oh, okay. I'm at a 2.
Okay.
I could see a 3. I could see a 3. I could be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm middle of the road.
Yeah.
Listen, what has Cartier come out with lately that's been way different from what they've made for the last 100 or so years, 80 years? Not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a reissue, really. Is there?
Lots of reissues, lots of the same lines.
But I would say in the forward mindset overall thing, aside from the design, yeah, they're not doing anything crazy, but when they do something, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's fun. It's better than other brands.
Okay. I think 3 is very fair.
I agree.
Where you're at. You're 2.
I'm at a 2.
You get the benefit of the doubt.
But pricing, honestly, I kind of want to do this at a 5, but I put it at a 4 because
I was 5 all day long.
I'm thinking secondary value. If you buy this in the secondary, you're getting a pretty fair deal, but retail.
We're not looking at secondary.
I know. I'm thinking of everything. Everything is also quartz. I mean, 90% of the watches are quartz movements. That sucks.
I've bought Cartier and I've looked at them plenty of times because I do think they make a beautifully designed watch. But are they overpriced? 1,000%.
Yeah.
They're overpriced at retail. Unquestionably.
Agreed. And I think but the reason why I put them at 4 is like when you're buying a brand like that, especially a designer brand, you're gonna spend way more than what it's worth.
Okay, well, are you going to make that same rule and exception for some of the other brands that are going to be on here?
No, because some of those other brands aren't jewelry brands; they're watch only.
All right. So where are we on now? Status? Status. I did 4.
Okay, I did 3.
Okay. I believe that their value on secondary versus craftsmanship is greater than their craftsmanship.
Absolutely.
And I believe that they're worn for prestige rather than passion.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's why they got a 4. Really close to giving them a 5, but I stayed with 4.
I'm at a 3 because I think now, especially again, this goes back to people of my generation. If you see a Cartier on the wrist, you're gonna find two types of people: one who just wants to flex, and one who really knows watches. And everyone that I've talked to that's younger that has a Cartier is really into watches, and they have a tank that's vintage or a Santos that's just like they've always wanted that watch. And they're talking about it, geeking out about it. So I think it just depends who you're talking to, but I'm pretty run of the mill. I'm at 3. If you see me at the Santos, you know I'm gonna have a great conversation with you. So.
Yeah. Meme, I was at a 1.
Okay, that's interesting.
I don't feel like there's a lot of controversy other than they have quartz movements in them. But I think a lot of people are in this. So either you love them, you're in a kind of more everything's forgiven. I love their design.
Yeah.
It's an amazing watch. And then I'm more into they're overpriced, but they're an amazing design and I love them. And I feel like those are really the main 2 buckets that you get.
Sure.
It's just nobody really hates Cartier.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's people who are definite haters, but I think when you bring Cartier in some of the conversation, there are some people who are just like, ugh, like that's not a watch, get away from me. And I think that's why I'm kind of like in the polarizing a little bit more than the backlash. I don't think they get backlash, but I do think there are really true enthusiastic collectors that are like, you don't know watches if you wear a Cartier. So final score for me again, 16. Jason's is 17.
Why does everybody hate Hublot?
Throwback.
Why?
I have reasons.
Okay.
But are they quantified? No. I don't think so. I think Hublot...
It's misunderstood.
Yeah, we'll save the bigger discussion, but let's rank Hublot.
Let's rank them and then let's get into the discussion.
Yeah. So where are you at marketing?
4.
Yeah, I'm also at 4. I think this is a very marketed brand.
Oh,
Celebrities
everywhere.
Now, I don't think that this is what they lean onto for their brand, but I do think this is a big part of their brand.
And their branding does kind of the way that they brand overshadows them a little bit. Mm-hmm. That may be part of the problem where it's hard to take them serious because of the way that they brand.
Yeah, their perception.
Mm-hmm. No, on the second one, design, I put a 2.
Okay.
And the reason that I did is no bold design evolution or experimentation. Like, I think that they are very bold and there's a bunch of experimentation and feels stuck in the past. I don't feel like they're stuck in the past, one, because they're not that new, but definitely I'd say in the 2000s they took a turn into where they've been, or where they've headed to now. But yeah, I think that 2 is fair. I see what your number is.
Yeah, I'm at a 3 for that, and the reason being is, they're not afraid to try things, unlike a lot of these other big brands, and I think that's cool. I'm okay with that. And they do make new watches. It's not like they're making just the same concept, but their biggest sellers, right? The Big Bang, their whole motto, Art of Fusion, great to hold on to the brand, but it's also what's helped the brand. So like, hey, we put rubber on precious metal. Look how cool we are. Great, fuck that. Give me something else. The other brands do that now,
Pricing.
Yeah, my price is at 4. I think it's definitely overpriced.
Okay. I put 2 for pricing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you why. Because when you look at a full watch made out of sapphire,
that's fair.
And the pricing that watch is at, it's not insane as if it were priced. Name any other brand, even mid-tier.
Yeah.
Just name mid-tier. What do we got? JLC, Breitling, IWC, anybody mid-tier. Dude, that watch would be in twice as much as what they're. Literally, it would be twice as much. I think the fusion of new material that they're using, I think for what they're doing, the pricing is really good. Retail pricing is really good. I think for their ceramic that they've got, their pricing is out of the park good.
Yeah.
I think that they honestly could charge another $10K on their ceramic watch, integrated bracelet, and it would still sell.
Status. I'm at a 5.
Okay, I'm at a 2.
Wow.
I don't think anybody wears Hublot for status.
Yeah, but I mean, even the first criteria, look at the resale value versus the craftsmanship.
Resale value is greater than.
Yeah.
Resale.
Oh.
Resale value.
I got that backwards.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this at a 4.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at a 4. I still feel like it's pretty strong about status. The reason I say that is like, again, you see celebrities with it. It's like the horror.
Who's the soccer player that loves Hublot? Who's the soccer player that loves him?
I don't know. I know a lot of boxers.
Ronaldo or something like that.
No. Oh, Ronaldo does love Hublot. Yeah, and RM. He's
And RM, doesn't he have Hublot too?
I think so,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he does.
But he has some crazy Hublots. Not like your run.
Yeah, MPs. So we didn't even talk about MPs. That's their like special one-off projects where they do low batches.
Yeah.
And they have insane complications in them that are all made in-house. By
I
the
also
way.
think he has a collaboration with them too. So that's probably
Maybe.
why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people who wear these watches. Yeah, I think you're gonna buy a Hublot for a flex for a status.
What do you guys think?
It's-
I mean, seriously, am I right at a 2 or is Felix right at a 4? I want to know.
I'll give them
Or are we both wrong?
memes.
Memes, I'm at 5.
Yeah, I'm at 5 as well. This
I'm at
is
5 all day. They're very polarizing.
meme.
And
Thanks.
I would say there's way more haters than there are lovers, but there's really nobody in between.
Yeah.
You either love them or you hate them. I am probably one of the few that's kind of in between.
Yeah.
I understand what they're there for. That's all it is. I'm not looking to buy one anytime soon. Maybe they come out with something eventually that I'll buy.
And, you know, my final consensus with some of these brands and their watches is like, I always say this, like, if I see it on your wrist, am I going to have a conversation with you? If I see you with a Hublot, probably not. You're probably not really into watches.
Depending on the Hublot.
Depending on the
If
Hublot,
it is the ceramic,
maybe.
I would have a conversation. I would be like, bro, that's a dope piece. That is my favorite piece that they have. All right, so what do we have next?
Now we're with the biggest dog of the bunch, and not because of just because of how much fucking money these watches are, but we're at Richard Mille. Richard Mille.
So what's the critiques? What are the main critiques? Prices, high prices.
Yeah, high
right?
prices.
Like insanely high prices.
You could argue you're buying it because of the flex that I have money, not because of the watch itself.
Right, so it's instantly recognizable, or this is the critique. It's a Richard Mille, therefore I know you've spent at least 6 figures.
Yeah.
And most likely somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 to 500K.
And you can spend this money on a watch, meaning you probably have a Bugatti and a mansion.
Right.
You know, that's the expectation when you see this on the list.
Those are the critiques.
All right, so you want to
Let's get into it, dude. I can't wait to do this one.
All right, what's your final score?
23.
I'm at 21.
All right. Well, I'll start off on marketing. I put a 5.
Yeah.
And I mean, they are very similar to Hublot, but even more so because they have more money.
And even worse.
And even worse. Yeah, exactly. So they are just brand heavy on making sure that influencers and or celebrities and or sports people in sports are wearing their watches. And it definitely overshadows really what the watch is about.
Yeah.
The watch really doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's just the name.
The name, and the watch looks cool, or some people think it looks cool, and that's it.
Yeah. I think you've hit it on the nail. It's like the watch that, you know how like when a kid has something that that all the other kids are like, this is the coolest thing ever, but it's like the one thing that he owns.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other kids are like, well, like that's not very practical. It's not very realistic. Like you may have like a tennis, ball shooter that will retract and send it back to but why? Like, what's the reason you spent $1 million on that? You're in Little League or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You like using the word Little League for tennis, baseball.
I am lost. When you said kid, I'm picturing an 8-year-old. Now you're talking about ball retractors and things for tennis, and I'm guessing this kid's like 15 and now 8.
Anyways, the point is unnecessary. It's very unnecessary. Design.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm at a 2. And I'll tell you why. I'm at a 2, but I'll tell you why.
Okay. So
What are you at?
design, I'm at a 4, bro.
Okay.
They literally don't have another case.
The case is the problem.
Yeah.
But design is not just limited to the case shape.
It's not just limited to the case.
So I would say
But tell me what other watch would be acceptable to only have the same case?
Rolex.
Very similar, but at least they have 2. Now they have 3 with the Land Dweller.
Yeah, now, but that's 2025.
I know.
RM could pull something this year. But RM does have different tastes, exclusive, like limited editions. That's why I put them at a 2. I think because of the level of watches that they sell, that they get a worse rep on this. But I think it's a 2.
I agree with that pretty much. I can see what your score, and I'm pretty in line. But 2 is just it's unforgivable.
Fair enough.
All right, 3 pricing.
Yeah, 5 all day.
5 all day.
These watches should not cost as much.
No, they just shouldn't. I don't know. I can't make the argument other than, I can't make the argument for their pricing. I can make the argument that they're hella overpriced.
I think they're probably taking home 95%.
Yeah. More profit margin than any other watch manufacturer.
And they get away with it, by the way. It's pretty crazy.
All right, 4 status.
I'm at a 5 all day.
I'm at a 5 all day. Almost no other reason. Look, I do know enough about them, and I don't pay attention to them enough because I just, be completely honest, I just don't like the brand. Therefore, why am I going to spend time learning about a brand that I don't like?
Fair.
But I do know enough to know that they have some like cool complications.
Yeah.
There is some technology and material that they put into their watches, very similar to Hublot at a much cheaper price. But yeah, I put them at a 5 because going back is what I was saying. There is no other reason to wear it other than status.
I completely agree with that. Memes, I'm at a 4.
I'm at a 4.
Yeah, I don't think they are pretty polarizing, and they get hated on for sure. I think there are brands that get way more hated on than RM, unfortunately, which is weird, but it's the truth. This brand should be at a 5. Like everyone should fucking hate this brand, but they're not. So
yeah. So all right, what's next?
all right, we have the other R, the other big R in the entry luxury category.
Yes, sir.
Rolex himself gets our hands on
Rolex. This is going to be interesting, guys.
Wow, shocking results here. The Rolex hater is not higher than the one who's pretty neutral, but I'm at 23.
You're at 23.
Yeah.
I'm at 20.
Okay, well, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Rolex is a brand that literally needs no introduction because they are the marketing genius of watch houses. I'm at a 5.
Okay. I am at a 4. They are the marketing genius, but the criteria for rating, I don't think that they are the most heavily reliant on celebrity, right? I also don't think that they are.
This is shocking.
I also don't think that they're the most reliant on only style first. So I gave them a 4. One off of the highest.
I could understand the perception, especially it's like they're not reliant on celebrities, but at the same time, who do you see wear the first watch of their watches? I mean, you look at the puzzle, you look at the Glandor release.
Athletes.
It's always
celebrities.
an influencer, celebrity
100%.
level. I think this is a brand that markets so damn well that it overtakes on all the negatives of what the watch actually is. So that's why I put it.
Now I'm going to sound like a Rolex supporter. I think that is what their marketing does well, but I also think it's very balanced. And I honestly do think it's balanced. I will never deny that Rolex is the ultimate marketer. They are definitely 1000%. They're better than Patek. They're better than AP at marketing. They're better than a lot of other brands outside of just watches at marketing. I think that 4 is fair. I think that 5, in a weird way, is unfair. I definitely don't think that they deserve a 5 on that.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move into design. I'm at a 4
I'm at a 4.
because they haven't really done anything exciting until very recently.
Oh my God. They've got 2 cases only. I don't think most people know this, but they've got only 2 cases, and all they do is either increase or decrease the case size, and they put a different bezel on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking movement, but I mean, like, it literally hold a GMT and a sub next to each other. It's the same.
You know, I do feel kind of bad for where I put these guys at pricing because I do kind of want to give them a 3. I might even consider doing that, but I'm at 4 right now.
You're at a 4 on pricing?
Yeah.
I'm definitely at a 4 on pricing.
Fair.
1,000%. Are they overpriced? Hell yeah, they're overpriced.
Yeah, they are, but I mean, being considerate to other brands out there, I mean, I put Cartier at 4, so I would put Rolex better than Cartier as far as pricing because you're getting more watch out of the money that you're spending. You're still overspending because there are other brands that do it better. But I think it's, if you know what you're getting into again, it might be worth it. I'm going to change mine to 3. I feel pretty confident in mine.
Bro, before you change it, think about the pricing for Tudor.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes, the
price,
same watch, but half the price.
very much the same one.
Yeah.
You can argue that the movement is slightly different, but it's still an in-house movement. It's still very robust, and a lot of the technology is trickled down from Rolex to Tudor. They are overpriced all day, every day. There's no two ways about it.
You've brought in Tudor, and I commend you for that. I agree. So.
Status, I put 5.
Yeah, I put a 5 all day. It's a status watch. I mean, it is the status watch. When people retire, they want a Rolex to know that they've made it in life.
It is the status watch for a majority of people. Richard Mille is the status watch for the rich.
For the rich.
Yeah.
The billionaires.
Right. And Rolex is the status watch for everybody else.
Yeah, correct. You know it's a Rolex.
All right. Memes.
Yeah, 5 all day. I think everyone memes the hell of Rolex, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. They're always on the conversation thread. I think I see them more than any other brand on reels, whatever, anything. Rolex is always there. It's always talked about. I don't think it's as polarizing as other brands, but I think because of how big the brand is, there's so much conversation.
I agree with you. So I was looking at really all of these. I was looking at mostly from the polarization side of it, and Rolex is definitely polarizing. Don't get me wrong, but there are some of these other brands that are more polarizing. But I'm going to change mine to a 4 because I do agree they are heavily memed, even if they're memed in a positive way.
Yeah.
They are heavily memed, so I'm going to change it to a 4, which changes my number to 21.
All right, so your final verdict is 21. I'm at 23.
Yeah.
Whew. Not good for Rolex.
All right.
Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko. I know somebody loves this brand.
Well, I don't. You make it sound like they're my number 1 watch brand of the year. No, they're not. But I do appreciate a good Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko, Japanese.
Tell us, what are the critiques?
So most of their dials change out, whatever, but they're all pretty much the same watch. Right? Very nature inspired. The
dials are like very similar, but just different colors.
Correct. Right. Yeah, correct. And depending on
they'll say this is a cherry blossom, and then they'll say this is a snowflake. And it's like very similar texture.
But also the price disparity between those two is pretty extreme sometimes.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the other part is you're paying a lot for a quartz watch sometimes. And the prices keep going up. They're not necessarily staying steadily.
What's crazy is, say 4 years ago, people were like, dude, Grand Seiko, like, it's so much value.
Yeah, bang for the buck.
And then they have just steadily been increasing prices. And you turn around now and I'm like, I'm not sure I would spend that money for that watch. Really cool watches. They've got a problem in my eyes, and it's kind of their design aesthetic. Most of the cases I don't like. They wear kind of big. I don't like the overall shape of it. I don't like their lugs.
Save the conversation for the grading scale.
Okay. All right. I was getting
Grand Seiko. Okay. So my final score is 11.
15.
Cool. Let's talk about this. Marketing. Let's talk about this. I'm like your therapist. I'm at 1.
Why are you feeling angry?
Why do you hate Rolex? I'll tell you why. Number 1, I'm at 1 for marketing.
Okay. I could see 1. I did 2.
Okay.
I mean,
I can't see 2.
You can't see 2?
No, I really don't think there's not a big marketing behind Grand Seiko, honestly. Other than like watch enthusiasts, which I think they do it to themselves.
I do. That's why I gave him a 2.
Okay, fair enough. Well, at design I'm at a 4. I don't think there's anything too crazy happening over at Grand Seiko right now.
Oh, really? Okay, that kind of shocks me a little bit.
Oh,
so I'm middle of the road. I'm 3.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so there isn't a lot that's going on, but I don't necessarily think that they feel stuck in the past. no bold design evolution or experimentation. They definitely are experimenting, I think, movement wise.
Yeah, movement wise for sure.
They make some of the best styles that are out there.
Yeah.
So I just did middle of the road.
Yeah, and the reason I do 4 is I agree with everything you're saying. You see a Grand Seiko, and they all feel the same.
They all feel the same.
Styles, you know, they all feel the same.
That's my problem.
Pricing.
I did a 4 on
I could see a 4. I'm at a 3. I'm pretty usual though. I do agree with your point from earlier that you were saying, where you look at a Grand Seiko and you're like, damn, that's kind of pricey for what you're getting from this watch. It's still, I would say, worth the value, but every time when I go to a watch store that has Grand Seiko on display, I'm always like, for 9-10K, I can buy this other brand.
Bro, they are up at, you know, I wish I knew their models better, but I mean they're up at $9,500 USD.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that hurts.
And you're getting most likely Mecha Quartz.
You know, so like, how about we get that back down to like 7?
Yeah.
Then your sales will increase. I don't know, but
Yeah,
maybe the U.S. market isn't their big market anyways.
You're
There's
right.
a good chance that Asian markets are really more their market, maybe some European market. So it is what it is. All right, status.
I'm at a 1. I don't think you buy this watch for status.
I'm at a 3, and I say that because I believe that most people that are into watches buy this to say, I've got a Grand Seiko.
I can see
So
that.
like,
That's
tick a box.
Yeah. That, you know what?
I'm a better collector than you, Felix. Seriously.
Because I have a Grand Seiko.
I have a Grand
You're
Seiko.
right. I could see
I
that.
have more taste than you have.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
You know, let me show you the light.
But really what they mean is they've watched one too many Teddy Dollars art videos.
Oh, yeah, the guy loves GS.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Yeah, he is horny on a GS.
I could easily, like, if it came out that he took some type of $1 million deal for Grand Seiko, I'd be like, fucking knew it.
Yeah,
I
like
called it
like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like
and
a-
he's just been cashing
I mean,
checks.
every video, I feel like it's always like, oh, Grand Seiko, look what they do. And I'm like, cool, stop saying the same
And
thing.
I feel like that's why so many watch enthusiasts love Grand Seiko.
Yeah,
The Teddy influence.
I agree. I do agree.
You've been persuaded.
Community backlash and magnification. I'm at a 2. I don't feel like. I think most people really love the brand and don't really hate on it too much. And as far as
Right.
magnification, I don't feel like anyone's meaning either. So
Okay. All right. I think we're in pretty much agreement, although those few that I mean, your ones were on
marketing
the
and
status,
status.
and I was at 3.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a larger gap.
sure.
Everything else was fairly close.
Yeah, so 11 and 15.
11 and 15. All right. Do we want to now? Are you going to average these?
Yeah,
So we
let's,
can see where we're at.
Let's turn this around. Look at the score.
Yeah. By the way, the verdict guide, which we saved until now, a score of 5 to 10, not overhyped. 11 to 17, debatable, kind of mixed. And then 18 to 25, 1000% confirmed overhyped.
Okay. So here's where we're at. Panerai, it's mixed bag. You know, debatable.
It's debatable on the high side, though, right?
Yeah, on the higher side.
Mm-hmm.
Cartier, we're kind of run in the middle. It's very mixed.
Cartier would be on the higher side of mixed bag.
You think so?
Well, I'm looking at the numbers.
You're right.
Yeah. it would
Cartier is on the higher side of mixed bag.
They really, to be honest, they were pretty close to
To overhyped.
the overhyped.
Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that. Richard Mille, overhyped. It's in the middle of overhyped.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Rolex, also in the middle. Actually, same exact score because it's
It is.
You know,
We just
yes.
flip flopped it, but
Yeah.
definitely overhyped.
And then Grand Seiko, it's going to be in the lower end of the mixed bag.
Yeah. So that is what we think about these brands.
It would be interesting to see someone who's not really into watches but knows brands and see
I
what
agree.
they would say.
Let's just capture somebody on the streets.
Yeah, let's just grab someone. And be like,
Yeah.
what do you think about Cartier?
Yeah.
Cartier. That's it. That's what we say.
Pull up to like a 65-year-old dude and open up the van door
Yeah.
and say, "I've got candy."
Get in the car. I have Werther's originals.
Do you really think somebody would jump in that van?
Yeah. You know, people are pretty crazy, especially in Pensacola.
That's true.
So
Could you imagine?
that'd be a fun video.
I don't know.
Maybe next
I want to role play this out.
Not with me. Please. We'll do it much.
I'm gonna be the old guy.
Okay.
You have to figure out how to get me into the van.
Okay. Until next time,
Bye,
we
y'all.
appreciate it. Bye.